We're live now.
All right. Oh, Bucky Ducky. That's what I say now because I've got Bucky Irwin coming up on the keeper list. Bucky Ducky.
So who is it that you have?
Bucky. Bucky. Johnny Bucky.
Johnny Bucky. I don't even think you know who you're talking about.
Hey,
Welcome back.
welcome back. Isn't it a great
2025.
off? I see Jamie's got his off-season hair going. Let me
Yeah.
have a look at that. Wow.
I'm losing
Oh,
it at the sides, so I have to go faux hawk.
time has ravaged your once youthful looks. I
Yeah.
love it. Hey, faux hawks optional at the draft this year. I better get mine going. Happens to the best of us.
Now,
Start getting the landing strips. Let's go faux hawk here.
there's no theme music for our episode today, but do you want to you've got something in the works?
Well, yeah, because we were just talking about theme music, and I do have something in the works. I had some meetings this summer. One came to fruition with Emmy nominated Erica Percunier, who showed great interest in making some theme music for our show. So I can't wait to see what becomes of that.
That is going to be if we have our own theme music.
Oh yeah, with a professional theme music writer, that gives us some street cred, serious street cred.
What was it? Do you know what it was that she created that she got nominated for?
Think Thomas the Tank Engine,
Really?
something like that. Well, maybe we have her on the show.
Yeah,
Put
that
her
would
on the yeah, put her on the
be a good
list.
idea. Well,
Put
we
her,
are going to try and be a little bit more consistent with the podcasts, maybe every other week during the year.
we might need some
People.
help with some of the other players to join in to
Well,
keep
what
this
my original
going more
plan,
consistently.
the original plan for me was to make every episode we have somebody on from the league. I've talked to Tremblay about his exit. We we've got a returning member this year. It would be interesting
Oh wow, wow!
to interview that.
I can't wait to find out who it is.
It will just have to wait 3 days, man.
Yep.
Three
If
days.
you're not part of the league, we've got some big news
Three
about the league
days.
coming.
How much have you prepared for this draft?
Um, well, how long was that drive to Brights Grove, Jamie? With you and Mathers.
Uh, that was 10 minutes.
I soaked up some good 10 minutes listening to your conversations.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, that was
10
good.
minutes
So I
with
think I'm
you.
ready.
Woo! Okay. So what we were going to do today is we're going to look at people's keepers and try and predict who people are keeping. I'll start and I'll predict yours for you, and
Oh,
you can
yes.
chime in. But I have you keeping your two running backs, Saquon and Bucky.
Oh, Shucky Bucky.
Oh, here we go.
Not a bad one. Bucky O'Hare, Bucky
So
Johnson.
do you see my screen there?
I do.
Yeah, so I've got you keeping Saquon and Bucky for a total of 68. I don't think you
Wow.
necessarily have anybody else.
Wow. I don't know. Like, we'll have to see how the draft goes.
Well, this isn't the draft. This is predicting keepers.
Yeah, I'm,
Don't think you have anybody else.
you know, no, it's gonna, but we'll see. Maybe I don't want to keep Saquon, throw him back in.
Okay, now that's interesting because I assumed. So I've talked to some guys via text. Um, I don't necessarily believe what some people are telling me. They're being a little cagey on their keepers. Theo says that he is not keeping anybody. I don't
Oh,
believe that to be true. I've got him. He could certainly keep Derrick Henry for 61, or sorry, 65. You've got Saquon for 61. But then there's Hawkinson and Ricky Pearsall, each for 7. He's got to keep those two guys.
how do you not?
Hawkinson's a top 5 or 6 tight end. Ricky Pearsall seems to be the only healthy wide receiver in San Fran. So I
Well,
think
let's look at
keep those.
Devonte Adams for $31.
I think people are worried about Stafford.
Yeah.
He's
And
like they had to give him an epidural. The only other time I've heard of someone getting an epidural is when my wife went into labor. That
well,
can't be good for a football player.
mm, well, he's not giving birth.
He's not
So
giving birth. That's true.
yeah. So yeah, he's got that on his side here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna scroll up.
Unless he is giving birth. You never know these days.
You never know.
AI, science.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
gonna
science,
pull
Jimmy.
up. I'm gonna pull up my team. I've got two guys that I've been telling people pretty much all summer that I'm keeping, which is Chase Brown and Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, hang on a sec. We have people in the waiting room.
Oh, no shirt.
One Chris Mathers is waiting to be let in.
Oh, I'm not letting that asshole in.
Ah,
Here, let me talk to you about Chris Mathers for a second.
okay, yeah.
Okay. So he was earlier trying to trade me Devon Achan.
Yes.
Okay, Devon Achan is you can see in the corner, he's $18.
Yes.
He's typically ranked like in running back 7, 8. He's hurt now.
Yep.
So he's probably going to drop a little bit. I'm going to give Mathers the benefit of the doubt. I think he was trying to trade before it was announced that he was injured. He's got a calf injury. Do you know who had a calf injury last year? CMC, Christian McCaffrey.
CMC.
How did that go for him?
Well,
So
there's I don't think
again,
you
I will
should
give
give Mathers the benefit of anything, to be clear here, full
yes,
disclosure.
I know I'm going out on a limb, but
Yeah.
this is what he wanted from me. So he Mathers has two keepers. He's got HN and he's got JSN. I know that he likes keeping three guys, so he's trying to work out a 2-for-1 deal. HN, as I said, he was typically ranked 7, 8, 9 in running backs. He wanted Chase Brown. Chase Brown is ranked a little bit behind him, 11, 12, 13. They're in the same tier of running backs. But that wasn't the trade that he wanted to make. He didn't want to just do HN for Chase Brown. He also wanted me to throw in Malik Neighbors.
Wow.
Malik Neighbors is a top
Oh,
5, 6 wide receiver. Why the fuck would I trade Chase Brown and Malik Neighbors to Mathers for just HN? It doesn't make any sense.
um,
I get a slight bump up in running backs and give him a very good running back and a wide receiver. Fuck off.
wow. Wow. I mean, we can take in callers because I bet you there's viewers out there who have had these types of trade offers from Mathers throughout the years and
Oh,
MLA.
I don't understand the logic.
Well,
I'm again, I don't think I would
are,
trade Chase
are
Brown for HN straight up. But
are
then
you
he,
going to bring this up to Mathers when we bring him on in a second?
oh, absolutely, I will.
All right. Absolutely. Let's do this.
All right. Well, hold on. Let's go through what everybody else has here.
No, Mathers is waiting for us.
Well, then Mathers can wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I got Corey keeping Puka. I think he should probably keep George Kittle.
Oh,
Sure.
hang on a sec. Just so you know, Matt Watson is also in the waiting room.
Oh, he's another fucker who can wait. He wanted he wanted a 3-for-1. He
3 for 1.
he wanted he was going to give me Jamar Chase, but he was asking for JMO, Malik
JMO.
Neighbors, and Chase Brown.
Wow.
Again, why would I help you out? That
I
doesn't make
think
any sense.
this will make for some great conversation.
And you know what's interesting? I wasn't even going to keep Jameis Williams,
Yeah.
but both Mathers and Watson wanted him in a trade. Changed my mind. I'm keeping JMO now.
Wow. So this this had long-term implications for the league this year.
Well, I don't know about long term, but the other people I want to highlight, Shea, I think has the best keepers.
Yep.
He has Gibbs, Nico Collins, Trey McBride. Those are easily top.
Nico for 45.
Do you know how Nico's like the fifth ranked wide receiver?
Yeah, but fifth for 45 seems steep to me. But, but
Well,
maybe
hold on.
he'll.
Let's go over to the big board here. Um, Last year, and I think this.
Hey, Jamie, I'm just messenger here. Mather says his phone's gonna die, so he needs in.
Oh my God, this is your wedding all over again.
Yep.
How is
Yeah.
me letting him in going to charge his phone?
He wants to say his piece.
Let's get these assholes in here.
Always welcome. The always welcome Chris Mathers and Matthew Watson have joined the show.
I was just bad-mouthing both of you.
Course you were.
Mathers,
Oh my
does
God, Watson
Jamie
is way too professional for this podcast.
look at that shirt?
You guys like it?
Yeah, I love that.
I
Wow, I love.
got stocks on one side and MLA ranks on the other.
Oh, I love it.
I hope you're keeping your clients waiting too.
I got a client in half an hour. I already met with two clients today.
Well,
Boys,
they can
we're going
wait.
over everyone's keepers here.
Mathers, I have a
Yes.
question. Does Jamie look like a bitch? Does Jamie look like a bitch?
Do I?
I don't know how to answer that, but
Well,
no.
why are you trying to fuck him with all
I
these trade offers, man? Come on.
don't think I am.
We were
Turner,
just
I almost texted you today because my kid was going to my parents' house.
oh
He,
yeah. They're at camp.
oh yeah,
But yeah,
he
don't
wanted to
hold
play with
back.
Jack at the park.
Don't hold back.
Athers. What
Mather's players are all dead.
why would I trade you Chase Brown and Malik Neighbors for Achan?
Well, that's come on now. Come on,
That's that's
that's silly.
You're entitled to not like it, but HN is ranked higher than Chase Brown, and if you liked it, you liked it. If you don't, you don't.
My ranks say no. That's not true.
um I they're very similar. You can say Achan's ranked higher, but by like three spots maybe. And I'm gonna give you a wide receiver one. Why would I help you out like that? Do I look like a bitch?
I don't understand
You
being
didn't
so
answer.
upset by an offer. It's just so easy to say no.
I am always offended by your offers.
Wow.
What were your topics before we joined?
So we were going through who we thought people's keepers were. We discussed a 3-for-1 trade that we were discussing.
You and Turner?
No, you and me.
Oh,
So we were talking about the Jamar
three
Chase.
for oh, that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we decided that that's probably not going to happen. I have a hard time doing 3-for-1 trades, 2-for-1
Why? No,
trades.
but when I talked to you the other day, I only wanted two.
That's right. You came down a bit on that. Have you had any more movement on any other trade talks with people?
Yes,
Ooh.
maybe.
Oh, that's spicy. I always like the pre-draft announcement of
I
trade.
offered someone something, and then they said, well, if you change this player to this player, I might be interested. And I said, okay.
Okay.
And we're just kind of waiting to see what they say.
Interesting, interesting. Because right now I have you keeping both Bengals wide receivers. I don't know if you like doing that or not.
It's could carry on. What do you think? What else do you think I'm doing?
I figured you'd keep Worthy as well.
So yeah, I would say if nothing happens, that might happen, but I also might keep someone instead of Higgins. I don't know yet. I just don't know. It all depends on what I feel about like the prices of other players.
So I don't know if you guys can see the screen. So I kind of went through and I highlighted in gold who I think people are keeping.
Can't really see that, but I want to see. Okay, if I flip here. No, I can see it now.
And Theo claims he's not keeping anyone. I think that
He's
is probably
lying.
not true. I think he could easily keep Derrick Henry as well. Turner and I already talked about our keepers. And I mentioned how both you and Mathers had wanted JMO from me, and he wasn't going to be a guy that I kept, but now I think I am based off the fact that several people want him.
Well, I mean the offer I well no, because the thing is the offer I made to you, what like we talked about, like you would want maybe to keep Burrow, right?
Yeah, that was
So
my idea was trying to do the stack of Burrow and
so if I'm offering you Jamar Chase,
right,
it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to take Burrow back, even though I would take him back.
right. Because I wanted that stack. But then I was kind of researching stacks, and they're more for like best ball things. So
Yeah, but they do still like in the case of the Bengals, like it still makes a ton of sense. Like that was probably my biggest regret last year,
not taking Burrow.
not buying Burrow, but I won't even get into Jaden Daniels, but Burrow, yes.
Well, your problem last year was you took too many Bears.
My problem last year was Nobo killed me. I had you if you saw my uh like my sheet of who I liked versus who I ended up with, it was not the same.
Well, that's
Which can happen in an auction all the time.
and it's even more frustrating when you're not there live and it's a different environment. And
So that was yeah, whatever. I don't blame that. It did matter, but yeah, the my fallback prices on the Bears guys, yeah, huge mistake that will haunt me for years, 100%.
as a Lions fan too.
Because I had, well, if you think about it, I had Jamar and Bijan and didn't make the playoffs.
I mean, yeah. And especially with Jamar basically lapping the field.
Yeah, 100% exactly.
Mathers, you have any trade talks in the works pre-draft?
Nothing of significance.
So you're
I'm
going
interested. So I'm looking here. You think both the other high priced tight ends are getting capped? Interesting.
I think actually all three tight ends are
Well,
going.
Bowers, yeah, for sure. But I
Bowers
mean,
Bowers 10 is a for sure. I assume that Shea's going to keep McBride for 24. Kittle is where it starts getting a little bit dicey, but I
You can
think
have Laporta next year again, Watson, if you want him. I'll throw him back in for you.
maybe I might. What was on? You think you don't think Shea will keep Pickens?
I thought that could be his other option if he wanted to go in because right now I have him. I actually did this sheet too here with uh thinking about okay, if these are the guys that they're kept, this is
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
they have going in. If Shea does keep all those guys, he only has $76 left at the draft. So
Yeah, they're sweet. They're sweet players though. Like whatever.
that's Mathers and I were talking about that, and he kind of asked who I think has the best keepers, and I said even though Shea ends up spending the most, Nico Collins is a top five guy, Trey McBride is a top one or two, Gibbs is a top three. That is you build everything else around those three guys.
Yeah, yeah. Like relative. I don't know who I'd say as the best keepers relative to probably you. Um,
I've got some very cheap guys.
but it's like when you get so when I was talking like with me and with Fimer, for example,
Yes.
um like how much value are those three receivers? Like what would they go for? I don't know.
And that's weird too, because I think last year, if we remember, there were two, you kept Bijan
Yeah.
and Fabio ended up keeping CD.
Which I actually it worked out well for me like in terms of price, it worked out well.
See,
because Mathers bought McCaffrey for whatever more than what I kept Bijan for.
what did you end up? I don't. CMC's not on this list.
I think Mathers paid like over 80,
Let's
and I
see.
think I kept Bijan
85,
for like 77 or something.
85, and that was the highest. And he's not on. Oh, I guess because he wasn't on anybody's final roster at the end.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought he was on mine, but not that it's relevant.
No, you're not keeping him for $91. I think that's because you see this, there's this huge drop off. You kept Bijan, Mathers drafted CMC, Fabio keeps CD for 83. Nobody else went for in the
No, I
seven.
know about okay, so but like what does CD Lamb go for Saturday?
I don't think he goes for in the 80s, but he probably gets pretty close to 70, I would guess. There's so much depending as when is he nominated, who
Yep,
else is
100%.
available.
Last year, there was only a couple of the top players available.
Yeah, see, this year I think there's going to be more top guys available,
There's more. There's more.
but I also think people have more money this year than they have in the past. If I go
Yeah,
back,
like there's not a ton like there's not a lot of insane keepers this year.
there's like half of us in the league here have over $140 left. And like I said, even though Shea's down here at the bottom with 76, I think
Well, he's got three players that would go in the first three. Like he's got a first round pick, a second round pick, and a third round pick.
he might even have, I mean,
Or
those,
arguably a little better than that. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, all three of those.
$76 is not a lot to try and build depth with, though.
You don't have to, you just don't get in Shea's head, Mathers.
Yeah,
Don't.
I remember the MLA pod discussion you guys had on like early season waivers. It's a huge part of it.
It is. And Joe,
You got Puka and I got Kyron. What like the one 2 years ago?
oh yeah, we did talk about that, and that
Yeah,
was
There's also years where everybody's waiver wire guys are a bust.
100 agree.
well, I think too what's maybe unique about our league is we have an insanely deep bench. I think most leagues only have 5 or 6 bench
Yeah.
spots. We have 8, so it does make it really hard to find those guys that pop. Because
Somebody you don't have highlighted as a keeper for Theo is Devonte Adams, and I wouldn't be shocked if he keeps him.
really, that's what
That's how
Turner,
we
you
were.
said that too.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah.
What
So
about Henry?
31. But that depends on that epidural and
What about
Stafford's
Walker?
birthing those twins.
yeah, so that's what Mathers thought. You also thought that he might keep Kenneth Walker. I think he might keep Henry. I don't know. Do you think it's just what, like the Packers fan in him keeps Devonte Adams?
Maybe.
Well, I also don't think that price is outrageous.
I
It's
don't,
it's
what
in
if
the range of consideration.
what happens the first time Stafford gets hit?
I
Like
don't know.
we were talking about it. He had to have an epidural. The only time I have heard of someone getting an epidural was when my wife was
I
giving
was
birth.
just gonna say, is he pregnant?
That is like I don't know. That doesn't sound great. And then if he gets hit, like I don't know. If he
Football's
wants to
crazy
keep him
like that,
great,
man. Like the value of your wide receiver is tied to the quarterback getting injured. Like it's yeah.
this is the other thing too that I noticed on the draft results from last year. There was the the running backs and the wide receivers, which are obviously the two positions that are drafted the most. The wide receivers just kind of like trickled down by $4, $5, $6 pretty consistently down the board. Whereas the running backs, there was this huge drop off from like 50 to 30, and then a whole bunch of guys in the 30s and 20s. And I thought it was going to be the reverse. I thought more people would be spending their money on the running backs. Now, maybe that's because a lot of guys were kept. I don't know. But I did see that. Like, if I'm looking here, like Mike Evans, let's do 2 guys that were actually drafted. So, oh no, that's not it either. Okay, so Montgomery, he's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's about the 15th running back taken for 24. Pittman was about the 15th wide receiver at 35. I think more guys are spending their money on wide receivers now.
All
So
depends who's kept.
And
yeah,
that's
And yeah,
so Jamie, you mentioned best ball, right? Like
yeah.
I wonder if that's because of a lot of us, if we all play in other leagues now, play in PPR leagues, and your brain just naturally like gravitates towards wanting wide receivers more.
Yeah, that's interesting. I have a draft tonight and I think it's a half point PPR. And that, yeah, it's kind of messing with, and on top of that, it's a $300 budget. And anything that you have left after the draft gets added on to your $100 fab.
That's it. That's
wow,
interesting.
wow, that
Yeah.
would help you. You wouldn't have to do any $17 kickers anymore.
Oh, fuck. I always have money left over at the draft and it drives me nuts.
I think the differential in prices could be related to the fact that more wide receivers were kept at the top there.
That
I
also
think
could be true.
I
Yeah.
think so. The guys that I have highlighted in red are the guys that I expect to be kept. I think there's going to be more wide receivers kept, or at least top
Like
end
kept
wide
for
receivers.
like kept next year, right? Or this upcoming year.
Well, like
They were
right
not,
now, you've
yeah.
got Chase, Jefferson, Puka, Nico, Amon Ra, Drake London, Brian Thomas. That's a lot of the top 10 guys right there. CD's not in there. AJ Brown's not in there. That's about it for top 10 wide receivers. When you look at the running backs, Bijan's going to be there. Maybe Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Josh
McCaffrey,
Jacobs, McCaffrey. Yeah,
Genty.
there's going to be a lot more. So I wonder where the money is spent this year because it's always different. I also only have two quarterbacks being kept.
Like you say, I mean, all it takes is two guys really liking the same guy, and then things get out of control.
And that happens in a matter of seconds. And then yeah, it really
Then
throws.
we add in our tag team of managers
Oh
who
yeah,
could
we haven't even
really
talked about.
throw things off.
I gotta leave soon, but I would like to talk about that. What do we expect from this new Gander reemergence team?
I
The
I
secret,
expect
the secret's out. We hadn't mentioned his name yet.
oh yeah, that was a spicy little nugget that we were saving. But yes, Gander is being brought back by one of the owners who ousted him in the first place. And that was one Chris Feimer. And I did talk to Feimer about a month ago, and I said, like, what's going on? He kind of alluded to the fact that he may have been drinking when this agreement was made. He he said he expects Gander to be at the draft.
Nice. That's great.
He will let Gander bid.
Wow.
Um,
The
I
Farmers team's gonna have four defenses, three
couple kickers.
kickers.
Yeah. I think that will be a detriment to his team.
Well, in fairness, Gander is coming off a championship win.
Gander has a more recent championship than Feimer. That is correct.
Gander technically didn't lose a championship last year.
Well,
The last time Gander
He's
played,
still
he won a
he's
championship.
still the defending champion.
Yeah,
that's listen,
those are
that's
facts.
that's what I said. I said Gander being brought back in. This is a guy who had been in the league for over a decade, previous winner. He knows what to do to be successful. How do you get on the same page? It's hard enough for me to make up my own fucking mind about who to take and how much to spend. How are you going to do that with a second person?
You're not. You're gonna fight.
It's different. So I
Well,
would say where MLA is different with like a co-manager is like the weekly moves in the FAB makes it like less necessary. But if you're in a league with like waivers every day, having a co-manager is pretty clutch sometimes.
Yeah, I just don't see it as I don't see it as a benefit to.
But
Well, you
again,
have to have a
they're
lot. You have to like the same players or same philosophy or whatever.
Yeah, because what happens if Gander wants to put a high bid on someone and Farmer doesn't? What happens at that point? What happens if Gander bids on somebody at the draft on
Yeah,
Saturday?
do we have to like allow them for extra time to discuss their bids?
No, no,
No.
cannot. That is
no, they both have knowledge. They're both former champions. This could work out in their favor and really change the whole platform of the game, the whole logistics of the game. Should
it,
I bring in a co-manager? This is what I'm thinking now. Should I
Yes, you
bring
could probably
Tremblay
use a
in?
co-manager.
Should
You
I
could
bring
use one.
Tremblay in?
yeah, yeah. Call
Wow.
call Chris
Wow.
Tremblay and get him to co-manage with you.
Wow.
I am thinking we've got I'm thinking I'm gonna take you first when the divisions are picked, Turner.
J squared,
Wow.
buddy. J squared.
Just for the podcast sake.
What is the order? Like who are the division you uh
Myself,
Zach?
Theo. I think Theo was second,
Yep. And then
and then
Zach.
Zach. So it'll go me, Theo, Zach gets two, and then back.
Oh, so you're not the last pick. Okay.
No, I think the does the winner not get first
No,
pick?
no, like I mean the last pick of the whole thing.
No, no, that would end up being Zach.
Okay.
Turner, nice hat.
Yeah, this is my conversation hat. I forgot to put it on. It's
Oh,
pretty sweet. I found it in the lost and found at the elementary school I work at. Pretty sweet. I gave the kids ample time to pick it up till the end of the school year, and it was sitting there, kept the sun off my ears. Gonna help me with the draft.
man, you might get fired for admitting that. We better edit that out.
Hey Turner, before I do go, I would like you and I to pour one out for Brian Robinson in the event that he gets cut in the next couple days.
Oh my goodness.
Top 10 running back, Brian Robinson.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I feel like why would anybody trade for him now when they know he's going to be cut?
He's not gonna get he gets cut, he'll get picked up somewhere else and be a bell cow.
So yeah, that'd be the only reason if like some team goes, I give them a 7th or 6th round pick and get him quicker.
Yeah, just to make sure that you get him instead of somebody else.
Texans maybe.
He's a serviceable running back.
Oh, Washington thinks otherwise.
Yeah, that's why Washington hasn't made the playoffs
Well,
and
Washington's
God knows how
quarterback
long.
is their running back.
Washington made the playoffs last year.
I
Don't
guess Mathers
remind me.
knows how long.
I do want to share one last thing with you before we finish up here. Marco had sent out, this is the all-time.
Oh yeah, I couldn't open it. I want to see this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't open it either.
it was, I couldn't open it on my phone or my iPad, but when I got it on my computer, I could. I'll kind of zoom in here. This is our all-time MLA results. Zach, there's a few things that throw it off. Obviously, Zach only has 30 games played. Everybody else is approaching 150.
Hurry up, get the masturbation material on the screen.
Oh
Called
my
Rosterbation Mathers. This is a podcast.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
family friendly.
So Watson and Mathers are sitting 1-2 with the most wins in MLA history.
Still
At
can't see it.
Yeah, we can.
Well, I'll tell you, Watson has 137 wins, Mathers has 136. You're both sitting at 57% win rate.
Wow.
What's Mathers, how many times have you won? 5?
We had this discussion the other day. I don't know. I thought it was 6.
That,
So
Maybe it
on
is.
the
shut up.
spreadsheet, this is the grossest thing on the spreadsheet is the MLA Cup championships. Mathers has 6.
And then what
And
am I
his team
3?
doesn't
Am I
go in that.
second at
First of
3
all,
or
let's back
am
up
I
here.
2?
You have 3,
And then you and Fimer have 2.
no, me and Marco have 2. Fimer only has 1.
Okay, Marco, okay. And you stole one from me as well.
Yeah, that's not the way I
Illegally.
remember it.
Well, boys, there's a reason I'm in a bunker here, and we all know why the stats are what they are.
Oh, the conspiracy.
That's right. Which checked out again last year, by the way.
It hurts me a little bit that both Mathers and Turner did not know that I won last year.
You had a pretty dominant team.
I made some very, very good moves during the season that turned out. It was surprising too, because if I told you that my three keepers last year were Anthony Richardson, Tyreek Hill, and Isaiah Pacheco, you would say I did not do very
What
well.
was you got Burrow from Mathers? I remember that.
Yep. I got Josh Jacobs bounced around. I think I ended up getting him from Theo.
I had drafted McLaurin, traded him. Then you got him from
I think I
Theo.
maybe got him from Theo as well. I traded Tyreek still had name value, so I was able to and I think people maybe thought that Tyreek for McLaren, I think that ended up working out really well for me, but I think at the time people would have said, "Oh, Theo."
Actually, so one thing I remember I looked at, like you and I were talking some trades in the middle of the year with like Jamar Chase, Mason, Neighbor, like a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
And there were various times where like if I accepted the trade you offered me, it would have been terrible for you. If you accepted the trade I offered you, it would have been terrible for me. Like there just things change so quickly between the values of those players in the middle of the year.
And that's where I go back to, like, it's hard enough to make a trade like me and you, or me and someone else, or you and someone else. Now you put a third person in there, like that's,
Oh, like with the co-managers? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that is gonna be tricky. And it's
I would
not
Gander
say
doesn't make trades. Gander doesn't
it's not
trade
like
players.
Feimer and Gander are like laid back and like they're both got, I would say, probably pretty strong convictions about what they believe. So
Jamie, I almost accepted one of your trades for Christian McCaffrey. If that would have gone through, it probably would have
Right.
changed a lot of things.
do you
Yeah.
remember what that one ended up being?
It had Chase Brown in it. I remember that, and I can't remember who the
Yeah,
secondary
probably
player
at the
was.
time, Mathers was like, why would I trade Christian McCaffrey for this? And then 2 days later, boom.
Something changes and yeah.
I almost accepted. I heavily debated with myself.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
Hal Mathers has won 6 times in a fantasy sport that is like a ton of luck. Is
You're right behind him with three though too. So that's, I
I
mean,
have a really bad I have a really bad playoff record.
you guys have nine out of, I think we've done this since 2008. So
Yeah, we're probably
17.
in like year 15, 16, something like that, 17.
I
Yeah.
feel like we're going into year 18. You guys
Jesus,
have
we're pushing 20
nine
years.
nine of the 17 championships go to you two. We've got
I
less
can't
than a
wait
minute
for
left, so if anybody wants to wrap it up.
I was just gonna say I can't wait for Turner's 20th anniversary MLA celebration.
Yeah, 20 and 21. I'm waiting for blackjack. 21.
20 and 21. Maybe you'll have a
Yeah.
championship by then.
I might have one this year, boys. Don't count me out.
I'm counting you out.
Now it's Chucky, Bucky, and Saquon.
It's a good start at running back, Turner.
Yeah. Maybe I'll keep Brian just for show. Just for just for posturing.
You know what? Depending on where he ends up, might not be a bad decision.